Hey guys, welcome to Dr. Priyanka's Biology, where we discuss everything from biology to biotechnology. So today, let us get introduced to one very simple concept, that is nomenclature. Though it is simple, but it is very essential because without this we will be lost. So I'll tell you why I'm saying we will be lost. Now nomenclature meaning naming. Now this entire world, we know we have so many countries, we have so many languages that each language will have its own dialect. Okay, so if I want to communicate something from India and if I have to tell somebody somewhere located elsewhere in this world, and if I use my local language, it will be very difficult for them to understand and for me to communicate. So the standard way is we use English, so that English at least people know all over the world. So that is used as a standard way of communication. So same way, suppose now I come from Goa. So my language is Konkani, and let's take example of mango now because the season of mango is coming. So in my language, mango is known as amo. Okay, if I go towards Maharashtra, it is known as amba in Marathi. Kannada, it is known as mavin hannu. And towards the North Indian, okay, properly Hindi speaking communities, it is known as am. So in India itself, this mango is having so many names. Then just imagine about the entire world. So many names will be there for that mango, right? So if we start using these terms in our own language or own regional language, it will be very difficult to understand because the same name may be there for some other entity, right? So this is the reason we need some proper way or some standard way for naming these organisms or plants. So there are millions of species of animals, okay, or plants distributed throughout this globe. So same organisms may be named by some, as we spoke now, they are known by different names around everywhere, right? So this will lead to confusions. So we need some proper way to identify them first of all and classify them. So this is where the nomenclature comes into picture. There are some standard ways in which this nomenclature has been done. So today, now let us see what are the standard ways in which this nomenclature has been done. So first of all, sorry. So first of all, let us take examples of plants. So there are scientists, they have established, okay, how to name, what is the procedure, what is the criteria, all these things have been established, okay. So now if this is acceptable to all the scientists, it will be put forth, okay. For example, let's take example of plants. Now the scientific names of plants are based on some agreed principles and criteria, okay. So now there is some scientific body that has designed the protocol or the principles and criteria for naming, okay. So in case of plants, it is called as the International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. So that is known as ICBN. Okay. So this is what we have written over here, that it is the International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. And when it comes to animals, it is the International Code for Zoological Nomenclature. So these are the scientific bodies, they have designed all the proper naming system, and whenever you want to introduce some new entity or new plant or animal and you want to name it, your naming or your nomenclature has to be agreed upon by these societies or these governing bodies, so that we come to some conclusion and we can declare it as a scientific name. So this is the thing. So the scientific names ensure that each organism has only one name. So it is not some mono, shono, all that, but it is one single name. So description of any organism should enable the people present in any part of the world to come to that same name. Okay, so we are talking about say mango. So based on the description, any part of the world they should come to know it is that mango what we are talking about. So we will discuss the name of scientific name of mango in some coming forth slides. Okay, and it also ensures that such a name has not been used for any other organism. So it becomes unique. Okay, so now my name is Priyanka. So like it was normally a joke in my class, and there used to be some 2 3 Priyankas in the same class, leading to confusions, right? So that should be avoided. So again, it's a joke. All right. So based on this, okay, so this system of naming was called as binomial nomenclature. So this system was designed by Carl Linnaeus. So he is the father of nomenclature. So how did he design it? Okay, so before going to that, let us try to define this nomenclature. So binomial nomenclature is a biological system of naming the organisms in which the name is composed of two terms. Okay, the name is composed of two terms. The first one, the generic name, indicates the genus, and the second one, it indicates the species, that is called a specific epithet to which it belongs to. So here we have taken example, that is Homo sapiens, that is human beings. So Homo stands for the genus, okay, and sapiens stands for the specific epithet. So this H should be capital and S should be small. So this system of nomenclature is called as the binomial nomenclature. Alright. So this was designed by Carl Linnaeus. So multiple local names make it difficult. So we can come up with this particular nomenclature system so that this process is standardized all over the world and everybody is using the same name. So this is what binomial nomenclature has done to solve the problem of causing confusions. Okay. So let us take some examples. Okay. So equus caballus. So what is this equus caballus? Okay. So it is nothing but commonly it is called as, the English name is horse. Okay. So everywhere it is known by different names. So equus caballus, if we say, we know all over the world that it is the horse. Then Allium cepa. So what is this Allium cepa? So this Allium cepa is nothing but onion. So it is known by different names. Kanda, Kano, Iruli, then Pyaz. So I am talking about the Indian languages. So that is Allium cepa. So Melis domestica. So this is another commonly known thing. So we all use it every day. An apple a day keeps doctor away. So Melis domestica is an apple. Then Mangifera indica. So Mangifera indica is mango. So actually the examples that I have used, they are very common examples. So we all be knowing them by different languages in our own local language. But it is known by, they are known by these scientific names all over the world. So what are the rules or what is the system of naming this? So let us take the, or like take a look at what is the, or what are the rules of scientific nomenclature. So let us go through them. So first of all, we know it is made up of two names. Okay, two terms are there. One is a generic name and second one is a specific epithet, right? So all the names of the organisms, they are usually Latin, and hence they are written in italics. Okay, so this is the thing we have to remember. So here also I have written them in italics. Next part is that there are two parts in the name. The first one is the genus and second one is the species, right? So when the names are written by hand or when they are handwritten, we cannot do it, like we cannot write it in italics. So they are to be underlined, and whenever we are typing it, it should be written, or it should be used in, we have to use italics, okay, so that they are in that slanting manner. Then next is, this is done by, or this is done to indicate the Latin origin of the name. And the name of the genus, it has to start with a capital letter and name of the species has to start with a small letter. So this is the reason I have purposely made a mistake over here, and while explaining, if you had seen, I made a change over here. Okay, so that you remember this. Okay, so Homo sapiens, the H, okay, the name of the genus, it has to come in capital, and this species, it has to be in small. So these are some of the rules associated with the nomenclature of the scientific nomenclature of the plants and animals. So I hope this is useful for you all. So till then, keep following us, keep studying. So if you need any sort of assistance as far as your exams or NEET or your board exams are concerned, please get in touch with us. So till then, thank you and keep enjoying and studying. Bye bye.